So the game is over now. You played, a few of you played, and we will announce the winner later. But now the presentation is for all of you who are in Austin for the first time, like me. I never been there, and I'm very excited to hear Katie cook. To tell us not to waste our time like eating a burger at McDonald's or having a coffee at Starbucks, because she's born in Austin, she must know. So you get a few really local recommendations now. Katie is Director Digital Marketing at Visit Austin and grew up there, as I said. So Katie, tell us more. What's going on at the Southwest? Come to my side and in Austin. Okay. All right,
thank you. Hi everyone. As she said, I work for Visit Austin, which is the tourism organization for the city. And I just wanted to tell you a few tips about how to experience South by Southwest, and also just how to experience Austin while you're in town for the conference, to really say you've experienced and visited Austin. But first, I have to say that we are beyond excited to get a nonstop flight on Lufthansa starting in May, 5 times a week. There's going to be a nonstop flight between Austin and Frankfurt. So come visit soon. You're going to love South by Southwest and love experiencing Austin. So be ready to do the next trip. And here's some more info. So the tips for South by Southwest. I have attended South by Southwest for more than 10 years, and I'm often asked to kind of give some guides, some tips of how to experience this conference that's massive, and how to best navigate it. So here are some of my tips. In regards to what to wear, you've already obviously packed your suitcase, but what to wear during the day? I would say think comfort over fashion, even though it's fun to be a little fashion forward at South by Southwest. Wear comfortable shoes, dress in layers, because sometimes the convention center is cold, the hotel ballrooms are cold, so have something on, and be prepared to also things to get warm at the end of the day. What to pack each day? Every day in your backpack or in your conference bag, bring a bottle of water, bring a mobile charger, really just kind of be prepared, snacks, whatever it is, to kind of help you experience your long day at the conference. One thing I would say is not to overschedule. Don't expect that every single event that you've started on your schedule you're going to get to, but have one goal for the day. Think about, what do you want to accomplish in that day? Is it to get into one specific keynote? Then get there early. If you want to network with a certain group of people, do that. So that at the end of the day, even if you don't get into every single event that you're trying to get into, you feel like you've actually accomplished something for the day. Events. I would say, if you haven't already, download the South by Southwest app. It is great for all the official events. It'll tell you if a session moved venues. It's just a great app to have. There's a lot of events in Austin, both official and unofficial, during this conference. So pace yourself, but have fun. In terms of food and drink, there is a lot of free food and drinks at the events, but also take the time to go and sit in a local restaurant, what I'll talk to in a second, and sit down and actually have a conversation with people. So that's my recommendations for South by Southwest. If you have other questions, I'm here on the plane. Come find me. I can give you more. Okay, so you're in Austin. I want you to see some of Austin. Don't just be at the convention center. Actually go out and explore a little bit. So when you go back, you can tell your friends that you truly visited Austin, and they'll also be jealous of all your social media posts of the city. So experiencing the local flavor. You really haven't visited Austin unless you tried barbecue and Tex-Mex, which is our Mexican version in Texas. So that's breakfast tacos, that's margaritas, that's barbecue. So I just want to name a few businesses that are my favorites in those areas. And then again, find me if you want even more. So for barbecue, you're close to the convention center and all of the South by venues. There is Lambert's, there is Ironworks, there's Cooper's. And if you want to get a little farther out, my favorites are Micklethwaite, Law Barbecue. But you probably won't have time to stand in line in Franklin, even though it's famous. So get out and explore. Tex-Mex, breakfast tacos, Taco Deli, Torchy's, There's really great breakfast tacos in a lot of places, but make sure you have that while you're in town. Same with queso, which most people don't know. They just think it's a bowl of cheese, but it's amazing. You haven't visited Austin unless you've had queso. Music. So we are known for as the live music capital of the world because we have more live music venues per capita. So while you're there, even if you're there for interactive, go and experience our live music scene. There will be some music at the South by official events, but we recommend some iconic venues like Antone's, Continental Club, the White Horse for country music and dancing. Really, you'll just kind of walk down the street, hear music coming out, go experience it. It's part of what makes our city unique. Street art. We have a ton of murals. I really encourage you to, when you're walking and see one that piques your interest, take a photo of it. I would love if you used our hashtag True Austin when you're posting. Then I'll see it. In fact, if you post True Austin and hashtag FlyingLab, I'll watch for those. And maybe you take a lot of photos. I'll send you something in the mail later if you really captured both of those hashtags. Okay, so Texas has a very interesting story, a very interesting history, and our state capital is actually 14 feet taller than the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Most people don't know that. Now you can have that fact in your head. Walk up Congress Avenue. It's very close. There's free tours of the Capitol. There's a lot of great architecture and history there. Also, the Bullock Texas State History Museum is right north of that. So, also on the country music side, like I mentioned, the White Horse, the Broken Spoke. It's just, I know a lot of folks want to experience the Western culture, and this is some of the ways that you can do that. Shopping. Get some souvenirs for the people back home. Buy some boots for yourself. Allen's Boots is on South Congress. They have boots. They have cowboy hats. Why not? You're in Texas. Go buy something. South Congress is a great shopping strip, as is 2nd Street, which is very close. We also run the Austin Visitor Center, which is right north of the Convention Center on 4th and Red River. The visitor center will store your luggage if you need to store that. There's free Wi-Fi charging stations, and we have a lot of Austin merchandise so that you can buy Austin souvenirs for your friends back home. Outdoors. Most people, when they think of Austin, they think of Texas, they think of dry and desert and tumbleweeds. We actually have a river dammed into a lake right south of our downtown. So there's a beautiful hike and bike trail just south of the convention center. Go out, if you just kind of need to get back into outdoors and get away from the crowds, go out to that hike and bike trail, walk, jog, rent a bike. I suggest that you get out into our green outdoor spaces. Again, these are all of our social media accounts. When you're in Austin, ask us a question through these accounts. We will be there. We can give you recommendations. While you're in town, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And like I said, please use the hashtag True Austin. We would love to see the content, the Austin photos that you're posting. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, cool. I learned a lot of things.
Good.
Now. I listened carefully to that. You need to give me the names of the shops and the restaurants you just said. I have not put them down.
Yeah, I know. I presented it fairly fast, but I hope everyone gets a little nugget. And like I said, I'm here on social media. So
I love the barbecue part. Yeah, cowboy boots. So very good. And did you actually check the whole South by program?
It's almost impossible. There are so hundreds and hundreds of sessions. Most people here, I think, are there for interactive, but as you know, there's a film conference, there's a music conference, there's now a fashion, there's a sports. So it's impossible to cover all of it, but that's what I think is so amazing, and it brings such a great energy to our city because there's so many creative folks that are there to connect. Yeah.
How many people are coming to South by each year?
I don't know the official number because there's so many people that come with the badges, but there's also people that come just for the networking, and so the number is massive.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so what like event will you are going to attend?
Well,
Or do
I'm
you
not
don't
just
have
saying this, but
time?
the German house. I will be
Yeah?
at that.
Very
Yeah,
good.
I love all of the countries and cities and states that come in and do
Yeah.
these events. I think it's really interesting for us as marketers of a city to learn how others do. I also love. I don't know if anyone's going to still be there at the end of the week when music is happening, but there are free music concerts right south of the river, right south
wow.
of downtown,
Cool.
and some big name acts. So I always love to see some of the music while everyone's in town. Yeah.
And how would you describe Austin as a city? How does it feel?
Yeah, I would say that Austin feels very authentic and friendly. I feel like it's a very creative city, and I think that's why South by Southwest and all the people come, they feel that when they get there. We have a lot of tech companies there, so there's a very great innovative kind of culture. It's also a really young city. We have the University of Texas at Austin, which is the biggest. It might not be the biggest. It's a very large university.
Okay.
And so all of those students bring that youthful, and a lot of them stay and work in the tech and other fields. So.
Okay. And how would you describe typical Austin person? Because you said, okay, it's very friendly and stuff. When I think about Texas, well, I think about cowboys.
Yeah.
And they shoot me, or I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
how would you describe Austin people?
Yeah, we don't have as much of the cowboy culture as some, but there you can find that Western, like I said, in Texas heritage. I think the people in Austin not only are friendly, but are they're open and they are into new experiences and meeting new people. That's how I would how I would answer that today. Yeah.
And would you say there are, well, do's and don'ts, like to avoid making blunders? What is the worst thing you can open a chat with an Austin person?
Wow, that's a really great question. I would say do's is just, like I said, you're going to expect friendliness, so like being friendly back, and I think people like to help each other and kind of, give advice when people are in town. I'm trying to think of a don't of what not to do. I mean, that's a really hard question. I can't think of a don't right now. If I think of one, I'll tell you later.
Yeah, all right. Very good. And then, actually, what would you recommend me, like being, like, a newbie to the festival as well? You already said, make yourself a goal for the day and stuff.
Right.
What I heard, we were talking to some people already have been at Southwest, they say, I had my, we are Germans, I'm German in the plane, I'm very organized, I have my schedule, I want to, see what I planned.
Right.
And they said, just go with the flow.
Yeah, like I
Anyway.
said, I'd say in the app or however you're doing your schedule, definitely star some that are really, really want to get into and get to those sessions early so you'll get into that room. But
All
then
right,
have a
okay.
backup plan. If you don't get into that room
Early
or you
means
don't
half
make
an
it
hour
over
before.
there. Yeah.
Or, yeah.
And if you
okay.
don't get there and the room is full, have like another thing or stay in that venue because a lot of the sessions in that topic will be in that same venue. So you'll probably find something else that you didn't even think of, but it's a great experience as well.
Okay. And you live you're born, I
grew up in Austin, yes.
Austin,
Yes.
You live there now?
Yes.
Did you ever live somewhere else in America, or would you?
That's a really good question. I have only, like I said, born in Toronto and then been in Austin. I have family in Chicago and in Oregon, and Oregon appeals to me. It's just a beautiful place, but I don't have any plans to leave Austin anytime soon. So
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
I'll look around now. I think we keep on talking for a tiny bit.
Yeah.
There might be the next introduction
Okay.
to the Waldorf project
Oh,
that
yeah.
is now going to happen in a few minutes, which I already said nobody really knows what's expecting us.
That's right. What is your one thing you want to accomplish at South by Southwest? Have you thought of that?
Yeah, well, as I said, I do have my plan, but
Yeah.
not finished yet. But
Yeah.
I'm really now looking forward to the AI and how that kind of changes journalism in our life and how how that evolves. So that is something I would like.
There's
to
a lot of
watch
great
as well.
journalism tracks, as you
There
probably
you
saw.
go. And that is what I kind of am into. And then we'll see how the other, like, I like to watch some music as well, even though, because I have to leave before the actual music parts of the festival start.
But you'll find it. There's a lot of music
so,
that's weaved into all parts of it. And South by Southwest, there's a lot kind of that's now overlapping with each other. And so you'll
music
experience
everywhere.
it.
And it's
You'll
a very
experience-
musical city,
Yeah,
right? So,
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, I think still we we do.
We'll just keep
have to
chatting?
Continue talking.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we like each other. We'll just keep talking.
Yeah. Oh, why not? No, but what is that was actually something I did not ask Katie. Kitty Leering in terms of events.
Yeah.
Because like the Reeperbahn Festival is in Hamburg. I don't know if you know that. But
Which one is it?
Reeperbahn Festival.
Okay.
It's a music festival at the Reeperbahn. And it started as well as a music festival, quite tiny. And now it's a huge conference as well. And it's huge. And you visited like South by Southwest early as well.
Yeah.
Okay, now I think
we're good. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
So,
thank you very much. Okay.